Hi, and welcome to today's book chat. So today I'm going to be talking about the novel Not My Daughter by Barbara Delinsky. And so this was another book that I listened to, and actually I debated a little bit about whether I wanted to do a chat on it because I generally stick to books that I would definitely recommend. And this book, I enjoyed it, but I certainly wasn't overly engaged with it. At the same time, I think that part of it may have been that it was a book that was meant more to be read than to be listened to, and so I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But it wasn't overly fast paced, but it did keep my attention for the most part, and it definitely had subject matter that was quite interesting and quite compelling to me. So basically, the premise of the book is that a young teenage girl gets pregnant accidentally, convinces her small group of friends to get pregnant as well. So basically, a pact. And then that initial girl ends up losing the baby and is not able to um, get pregnant again. And so these girls are only in grade 12. The first girl we learn about who's pregnant, her mother happens to be the principal of the high school. And so a lot of the issues center around parents' responsibilities for their child's choices, around what makes a good mother, around, I guess, the girls' choices and lack of forethought, lack of decision. These girls, it was all about them and uh, having these children to bring up together. They didn't want the fathers involved, but of course, as you can imagine, as the story progresses, they learn how small their thinking was and how they didn't really weigh all of the consequences. So one thing that I did enjoy about this book was some of the relationships, somewhat between the mothers of these girls, but also between the mothers and the girls. The mother-daughter relationships were kind of interestingly done, and ways in which people have a choice in these circumstances when someone makes a decision that you don't agree with and that maybe affects your life in negative ways, to forgive, to show love, to disown, to push away. There are many different choices. And I won't go into too much detail about that because that's giving away some big aspects of the book. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. And I would say that if what I've talked about sounds like something that you're piqued about, then yeah, give it a try. Again, it wasn't wholly engaging. It wasn't something that really captivated me hugely, but I've also been reading a lot of suspense and thrillers lately, and this was not that. It was very much family oriented. It was very true to life. It was a really nice book. I will definitely say that. Yeah, so Not My Daughter by Barbara Delinsky. Oh, I lost the image. Let's see if I can get it back. Da, 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 da. Anyways, if you head over to my website, you can find the link to this book. Um, and you can also have the option to get my first two books in my women's fiction series for free. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you thought, to see if you thought, I didn't give this book enough and it was great, or if you're just like, yeah, it was okay. All right, so have a wonderful day.